Welcome to CrashMagic. I hope you're all well, and in this video we've got a performance and a tutorial for a really nice card trick that's called the square deal. Now, I believe the principle behind this trick was invented by the English magician Arthur Setterington, who is also credited with the very well known Crazy Man's Handcuffs rubber band trick. So on with the performance, and if you do like it and want to learn it, I'll show you straight after. This then is the square deal, and in a second I'm going to ask you to deal the cards, and depending on how you deal these cards, that will then give us a number which we'll use as a position to select a card. I'll need you to deal the cards three at a time onto an imaginary 3x3 grid like a noughts and crosses board or a tic-tac-toe board, and where each of your three cards go through the centre. So then for this I'm going to give you 12 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Now, if you were here, you could cut these cards as many times as you liked. Once you were happy, I'd then ask you to imagine our noughts and crosses board was here, and if you could then deal a line of 3 cards anywhere as long as it goes through the centre. So you could deal diagonally this way, or diagonally back this way, or across, or down, or over the same line again. And once you'd finished, we'll then remove all the outside cards. And remember, all these cards were mixed and cut. And then we'll take the cards you've dealt in the centre and add up the values. So what do we have? We've got a queen, which is 12, plus a 9, which makes 21, and a 4, so that's 25, and finally an ace, so that's a total of 26. So we'll use that number to select a card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, and here is 26. So all these cards were well mixed and of course are all different, but based on your deal we have the 6 of hearts. Before we started this trick I made a prediction, and my prediction was the 6 of hearts. If you enjoyed that trick and want to learn it, here's how it's done, and there's no tricky sleights or controls needed. So first thing we need to do is set up our prediction. Now this can be any card that you want. I used the 6 of hearts, and as you saw I attached a duplicate card to the bottom of the pack, but you can do it any way you want. You could write it on a post-it note or put it on a piece of paper inside a sealed envelope, and just make sure that's on show throughout the trick. Now the rest of the trick is really all done via a setup at the start. So to do this setup you need a stack of 12 cards at the top of your pack, and I'll show you what that stack looks like. So from top to bottom, here are the cards. We've got a queen, jack, 10, 9, 8, 7, then ace, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Suits are totally irrelevant, but you just need those cards in that order, and then that stack of 12 cards will eventually go on top of your pack. But before we do that we need to set up our card that we're going to force, or to match our prediction card. Of course our prediction card was the 6 of hearts. So we're going to put the 6 of hearts in the 26th position from the top of this pile of cards that we've got left. We ignore the 12 cards we've put to the side. This card needs to go 26th from the top of this pile. So there's our 6 of hearts in position 26. 25 cards go on top of that card, and then our stack of 12 cards goes on top of that. and then we're ready to start our performance. Obviously you can start with the cards in the pack if you want. You can do all sorts of false shuffles or false cuts if you like, as long as that stack of 12 cards and of course the card that you've placed further down in the pack all remain in the same place. Once you've done that, you can then deal off 12 cards, which of course is our stack of 12 cards, and just dealing them off like this is just reversing the order. You can put the rest of the cards to the side, and then you can let your spectator cut these cards as many times as they want. Of course, as you know, cutting the cards doesn't change the order of the cards as such, it just changes the rotation, so it doesn't really make any difference. And once the spectator has cut the cards as many times as they like, you ask them to deal them 3 at a time onto our noughts and crosses board, making sure the lines always go through the center, so they can deal any way they like, forwards, backwards, diagonally, up or down, as long as the line always goes through the center. They can even deal the same 3 cards on the same line over and over again if they like. So once they've done that, you can remove all the outer cards, just leaving the center pile. And that center pile, because there's 12 cards, will always have 4 cards in it. You add up the value of those 4 cards and that will always equal 26. And so then of course you can just deal down 26 cards in the pack that you've put to the side, to of course reveal the card that you set up at that position, 6 of hearts in our case, and then you can reveal your matching prediction. So you could definitely adapt and personalize this trick quite a lot as well, I think, and you could probably do it so that there was no actual setup at the start. You could get the cards shuffled by the spectator, and then you could pick out those 12 cards and also spot the card that you're going to use as your prediction in that key 26 position. Well, that's the end of the video. If you liked it, please like it and subscribe. If you've got any comments, leave them down below, and see you soon.